There's a very thin line between hate and fact.
Are you asking me, is it racist?
Is Caitlin Clark's success because she's only white? Is that what you're saying?
Like I said,
Caitlin Clark, the #1 pick in April's WNBA draft, who had an up-and-down start to her WNBA career, did not make the Olympic team.
The idiocy of Team USA women's basketball. How dare you make this decision? It's stupid.
Hey fam, welcome back to One and Done. Well, we've got a great video for you today. Now this video is about Caitlin Clark, the female basketball sensation that seems to have taken the nation by storm and has generated huge amounts of interest. Now she has been making the news recently, not because she's selling out stadiums, but because they've left her off the US Olympic team. Now in this video, Bill Maher's going to be talking to Charlamagne the Knob about racism, about Caitlin Clark. We've got Stephen A. Smith's take, and also Emilio Acho is going to give us some stats to back up Caitlin's greatness. Now before we dive in, don't forget to hit the like, smash the subscribe, ring the notification bell, and let's jump into that video.
One of the more controversial things he said to the graduating class that you have to be 10 times as good to get a fair shot in America. And can I read what Glenn Lowry and John McWhorter, you listen to their podcast, I think they're great, said about this. Lowry said, I thought it was the kind of speech you'd have given in 1974, maybe 1984, but not in 1924. McWhorter, for goodness sake, can we please admit the time passes? I remember my mother saying that in the 70s when it still made sense. It's simply not true anymore, and we should celebrate that. You agree with that?
I don't know if it's 10 times better, but maybe 5.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
You think you have to be 5 times?
Yeah, when you black in America, absolutely.
In 2024?
Yeah, when you're black in America, when you're a woman in America, if you're a black woman in America, absolutely.
So I really don't understand why anyone listens to this guy in regards to politics or even cultural stuff. He's just a giant panda bear. He panders to everybody and everything. All the victim cards. He basically carries them around in his back pocket and just hands them out. Everybody's got to work hard to succeed. The more time you spend in your chosen field, studying, rehearsing, practicing, researching, the better outcomes you're going to have. That's just nonsense. Now this sets up the conversation and the video in relation to Caitlin Clark.
I think that's a zombie lie.
Why?
Because I just don't think that's America anymore. Let's talk about Caitlin Clark, because it's similar to that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so there was a lot of controversy because she's not gotten a big welcome there in the WNBA, which is only 20% white. Here's the Las Vegas Aces star, Aja Wilson said.
South Carolina, by the way, 803. That's where she's from. I'm from the same.
Okay, I know you are.
That's right. Best women's player in the WNBA, Aja Wilson.
Okay, maybe now. I don't know.
She has been for the 2 MVPs.
I don't follow women's basketball.
Oh, okay.
I said it last week. I don't apologize. I don't follow college. I don't follow lots of sports. I follow just the big 3 at playoff time.
Gotcha.
And look, I think that would be common for most Americans and most people worldwide. When you're watching sports, you want to watch the best of the best. And let's face it, 15-year-old boys would be able to slaughter the WNBA. Slaughter. That's why they don't draw the audiences. Now, having said that, one person that is changing that, or has changed it, is Caitlin Clark, and deservedly so. But that does raise a question. Why did she get ignored from the Olympic team? They done stuffed up. They've just wasted a huge opportunity to grow the game globally. Anyway, Stephen A. Smith had a few things to say.
Everything y'all said does not matter for this particular instance. We don't want to hear anything about Team USA. We know they won 7 straight goals. Put Andrea and Shanae up on this screen. I want to look at them this whole segment when I'm talking to them. You just highlighted 7 straight gold medals. Oh my God. We're really worried that they're not going to get an 8th. Oh, we really worried. I mean, we got to make sure that spots 1 through 12, every single such spot that is picked. I mean, it's got to be, because it's pivotal, Shannon. I don't know if you noticed, Shannon, it's pivotal. I mean, they won 7 straight. They might not get 8. They might not get 8. Stop it. You know good and damn well with or without Caitlin Clark, they're going to probably win the gold again. That's not what this conversation is about. This is about what I will personally label the idiocy of Team USA women's basketball. How dare you make this decision? It's stupid.
Stephen A. spitting facts. Now, the unfortunate thing is he came out, bark, bark, bark. He reminded me of a chihuahua. A lot of bark, and definitely not much bite. And his puppet string masters came in and said, hey, listen, you better clean this mess up. So a day or two later, he's back groveling. Well, I didn't really mean it that way. That's why he has the name Stephen A. Simp. Anyway, back to Charlamagne the knob.
But she said, a lot of people may say it's not about black and white. She's talking about her and Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark getting such a big hoopla. It really is, because you can be top-notch at what you are as a black woman, but yet maybe that's something that people don't want to see. They don't see it as marketable. So it doesn't matter how hard I work. Really? You think that's right? I mean, I would say the three biggest stars, most untouchable stars, are Oprah, Michelle Obama, and Beyonce. And marketable, Serena Williams, Simone Biles. I mean, LeBron James, Michael Jordan. I mean, come on.
Caitlin Clark has a tangible quality that nobody can really quantify. And what that is, just the ability to put asses in seats. Like, you don't know who's going to be a draw, and you don't know who's not going to be a draw. I mean, there's been plenty of, white women basketball players who've come through that have been great, right? But they just weren't able to draw the type of audience that Caitlin Clark has.
Charlamagne's missing the whole point. Of course you can quantify it. She's broken all sorts of records, men and women's. Of course you can quantify it. And you can quantify it with the people that are coming in. She's drawing the crowds. What do you mean you don't understand? She's damn good at what she does. And where she is at in her career, she's the best to have done it so far. She's once in a generation player. She's the Michael Jordan. And you could go on for days about black celebrities, black athletes that have been admired and respected over the years. Muhammad Ali. Before him, Joe Louis. Someone that's loved even today, Mike Tyson. Evander Holyfield, George Foreman. Tiger Woods. What the hell are you talking about, Charlamagne? Charlamagne, what are you talking about, bruh? Bill Russell, Jackie Robinson, LeBron, Steph Curry. This is what frustrates me about people like Charlamagne. Race baiters. That's all he is. He's just a race baiter. And anyone that watches this channel knows that I cannot stand race baiters. What do all these people have in common that we just listed off? Hard work, dedication, and sacrifice. Drive, determination. When you tell people they can't achieve something because they can't change something that they're born with, you might as well just put a prick in that balloon. Let all the air out. Damn, I get frustrated over this nonsense.
And I think the other thing with Caitlin, anytime you are a race that is in an industry that usually doesn't excel in that industry, it's going to be more of a spectacle. Whether it's, Tiger Woods in golf, whether it's Eminem in hip hop, whether it's Obama in politics. When you are a race that is in an industry that, usually doesn't have people from that race excel in that industry, it's going to be more of a spectacle.
But you don't think it's a problem that this young woman, there's so many examples where, black people are very marketable.
Well, ask yourself
and
this.
She seems to have been indoctrinated into this. They don't see it as marketable, so it doesn't matter how hard I work. Well, I don't think that's accurate or healthy.
Well, Asia's been in the league for like 6-7 years. She's got 2 MVPs. She's won a couple of championships, but she's just getting a signature shoe now, right? Caitlin Clark's got a $20 million Nike deal already as a rookie. So how do you explain that?
Okay, bruh, she's been in the league that long. Has she moved the needle? Caitlin Clark has come in and she has thrown that needle right off the scale. She's the Michael Jordan. No one had a shoe deal like Michael Jordan until Michael Jordan arrived. Just like LeBron, they saw Caitlin Clark coming from a mile away. Now she's at the beginning of her WNBA career, but look at what she's achieved so far. Beyond all expectations. And Mr. Acho's got some facts and statistics to back it up.
There's a very thin line between hate and facts. And what I believe to be the case is that there was incremental growth in the WNBA comparatively to the exponential growth we are seeing now. What I'm about to tell y'all, I haven't heard before, so I doubt you have either. Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that means is if the WNBA were continue to grow at the rate it grew from 22 to 23, it would take until 2028 to do what Caitlin Clark did this year. Okay, now let's not talk viewership, let's talk ticket sales. Bear with me. Ticket sales grew in 2023 by 16% from 2022. Ticket sales have grown by 93% in 2024. What that means is without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA would have taken till 2029 or 2030 to get to where Caitlin Clark has gotten them today.
Now there's some facts for Charlamagne to chew on. Now, Caitlin hasn't asked for this attention. She's drawn the attention through her gamesmanship, through her skills, the way she carries herself. And to me, there's just a ton of haters out there. Now, I believe the WNBA lost $50 million. And I know the NBA, they tend to come and fill in the gap. They top up the WNBA because it's not financially viable. Now, if I was the NBA, I'd be jumping up, kicking up a fuss because they've left this superstar off the Olympic roster. That's just negligence. And these women are cutting off their noses to spite their face. They've been begging for years for more money. Even asking NBA players to tip some money and don't go to the casino this weekend. Throw some of that money our way. They've just shot themselves in the foot. The golden ticket is right there. Did you hear those stats? And that's only half of them. We got more coming up. Now, Charlamagne ain't done. Bill's going to continue to destroy him with logic.
Because this is somebody who apparently, again, I don't know anything about women's basketball, but they said that she broke all the records in college.
In college, yeah.
Okay. I mean, when people come into the league and they're like the biggest thing in college, isn't that a big deal?
No, because Asia Wilson was the biggest thing when she came out of South Carolina. That's where I'm from. So she was one of the biggest things when she came out of South Carolina, #1 draft pick. And she didn't get all of that. So what do you attribute that to?
I mean, you're saying that's racism.
No, I'm not saying it's racist. I'm just saying that I think Asia Wilson has a point. And I think sometimes when, black women say certain things, we should listen, and especially her, because I'm not in her shoes.
I don't know. But why was Serena Williams such a big star? Because people like that. They didn't not watch her because she was black, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a nut.
So where are we with this?
I don't know.
You don't know? Why are you speaking out if you don't know? I know. You're gaslighting. You're race baiting. Your strings are being pulled. You're a tool. Archo, please give us some more facts.
We've talked ticket sales and we've talked viewership. Now let's talk about regular season viewership, not draft viewership. Regular season viewership, it grew by 20% in 2023. It's grown by 180% now, which means it would take another 5 or 6 years to do what Caitlin Clark has done. So between draft day viewership, which is up 400% to 40%, between ticket sales, which is up 93% to 16%, between regular game viewership, which is up 180% to 20%, what Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years. So yes, the WNBA was growing before Caitlin Clark. Make that abundantly clear. But it was growing incrementally compared to the exponential growth you're seeing now. And this is just data. This is just subjective facts. Be mad with data. Please do not be mad at me.
And them's are facts. Archo hit the nail on the head. Slam dunk. Don't get hurt and all up in your feelings. These are just facts. But Charlamagne ain't going to let up. He's going to whinge, whine, and moan.
I'm just sitting back observing the conversation, but I do think
you're in the conversation. What do you mean?
I'm not a woman.
You're in this conversation.
I'm not a woman. I guess I'm trying to ask, what are you asking me? Like, what is the question you're asking me? Are you asking me, is it racist?
Is Caitlin Clark's success because she's only white? Is that what you're saying?
Like I said, I think that when you are a race that excels in an industry where that race usually doesn't excel, it's more of a spectacle. And the fact that she's actually really, really good. Like you said, she broke, the scoring record in college. But more importantly, people watch her. People sit down in seats. They come to games because of her. She breaks viewership records. So, I think all of that plays a part. I don't know why we act like it has to be one thing. It can be race. Right. It could be the fact that she, brings an audience. It could be all of those things.
Bruh, it's got nothing to do with race. She's damn good. Simple as that. She's marketable. She's something different to what the WNBA hasn't had yet. She's straight. Most of them are lesbians, I believe. And some are saying that that's another reason why people are upset. Maybe. But this is what happens when you keep splitting people into groups: religion, race, color, ideologies. This is what you get instead of just being able to appreciate achievements. But Charlamagne suffers from a couple of things. He suffers from TDS real bad, just like Bill Maher. But at least Bill Maher knows that this race baiting needs to stop. It's nonsense. But Charlamagne, this is his grift. Charlamagne has the biggest victim card. Now, I covered an interview that he did with Candace, and I thought he was good in that interview because he was listening, so I stopped calling him Charlamagne the Knob. But now his name is Charlamagne the Knob, because that is lame. What do you mean you're not a woman so you can't talk? But you're not white either. So what does that mean? You can't talk on that? That's ridiculous. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to put your thoughts in the comments section. And as usual, I'll jump in there and respond. Now, if you want to continue to support the channel, I'd much appreciate it if you just hit the like, smash the subscribe, ring the notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next video.